Hello and welcome to the third episode of the Geekgasm podcast, where we talk about gaming news, video games, anime, and a little bit of tech. This week in gaming news was a little bit slower, but I still found some things that I would like to talk about. And a lot of what we're going to first talk about is kind of stemming off of what I've been recently talking about in a lot of my other podcasts as well. My last two podcasts is the whole fiasco at Activision Blizzard, and them firing a lot of their employees. So over the past few weeks, we've been seeing Activision post their numbers for their revenue for the previous year, how they've been making record-breaking sales, but not being happy with their record-breaking sales and celebrating by firing 800 people, which is a stupid amount of people. That's 8% of their overall workers that they have at Activision Blizzard, and they're just firing them. A lot of them are market people or like people in marketing, so it's not as big of a hit as it kind of seems, even though it's still really shitty. But it's not people that are developing the games, which makes me, I guess, happy. It's kind of a silver lining kind of a thing, but it's still a horrible, horrible thing to do, especially when you look at the numbers of everything that's been going on. So, Activision Blizzard, they released they released their income for the previous year, for 2018. Their net revenue from last quarter was $2.38 billion, which beat their previous outlook of $2.24 billion. Their net income for the year was $1.8 billion, which was an increase compared to their $273 million. Yes, million, not billion. So huge thing right there from 2017. While their overall net revenue was $7.5 billion, up from $7.02 billion in 2017. Now, those numbers alone are great. No matter what you're doing, whether it's television, movies, games, anything, it doesn't matter. That's really good. Those are huge numbers. We're talking billions of dollars, not millions, not hundred thousands, not anything like that. The billions. So that alone is huge. But to go on and say that you're not happy with that, to say that this didn't meet your expectations, your unrealistic goals that you had set for your company, is just absurd. Along with that, to solve that problem, to focus on your first outlooks for the games, focus on new things, your 3 pillars of whatever it was, I don't even remember, to say that you are now focusing on that after firing 8% of your workers, that's just absurd. But it's okay. It's okay. All that money that they just got an increase for, all that money that they just saved on having those 8% workers, it's okay. It's going into their their new CFO's pocket. So Activision Blizzard decided to have a new chief financial officer, Dennis Durkin, with a little job bonus of just $15 million for just taking the job. Basically, all he did, he was a previous CEO for Activision Blizzard before, I believe in May of 2017 or so. Before this, all this was basically him switching his title to something else. I don't remember what he was before that. I don't know. But he basically just switched his title to just be the CFO. And he gets $15 million. That's okay. The CEO of Activision Blizzard got $30 million last year as his overall income for the year. It's okay. All that money was saved. Those millions of dollars, $45 million, were saved from the 8% of their employees that they fired. That's just absurd. To just give away that much money when you're not happy with your revenue, when you're not happy with what you made, to focus on Call of Duty, to focus on fucking Candy Crush. Like, really? You're gonna do all of that? All of that, firing people, it's just absurd. It's absurd to me. It's crazy. It's crazy to think that you're not happy and, I don't know. That's just, it's weird. It's weird to me. I don't know. I don't like it. But I don't know. Anyways, better news, and by better, I mean not equally, but pretty bad as well. Call of Duty Black Ops 4 now has loot boxes. Because why not? Why not? It's not like that game's already monetized up the ass, and you have to pay for the game, and you have to also grind a shitload if you don't want to pay for the game or pay for the in-game stuff. So let's talk about that for a second. Call of Duty. When they came out with their most recent patch, they added a lot of new stuff. They added in maps, they added in blackout characters, they added in cool things, they did all that good stuff. I think it was called the Grand Heist, Grand Heist, for the whole expansion update that they were doing. But they never said anywhere that they were going to implement loot box system into this game. Now, I personally don't have a huge problem with the loot box system because I like loot boxes, actually. I'm actually the person that they kind of feed off of. I'm the kind of person where I like just getting 3 random things. I like opening packs of cards and getting unlucky or lucky with whatever I pull. It's nice. It's cool to see the whole legendary drop or whatever, like Apex Legends has the loot box system as well. Every goddamn game has a loot box system now. League of Legends has a loot box system now. So it's cool. I like it. I do like it. But as far as I know, there's no way to get these reserved crates, as Call of Duty likes to call them. There's no way to get them other than buying them with Call of Duty points, which is about $200 Call of Duty points per loot box, which is about $2. Now, another thing about the loot box system is that in most games you can get duplicates, and in this one it's the same thing. You can get duplicates in this, so it makes it even a bigger waste of money if you were to buy them. So being able to grind them for free in other games is nice. Since you can't do that in this one, getting duplicates for buying them with real money is a huge just not something I'm okay with. It's really, really not. And another problem is that it offers exclusive loot. So there's no way you're going to get any of these special things unless you take the gamble to get them out of a loot box. And we're talking about blackout characters. We're talking about guns that give experience boost for some fucking reason. Again, if it was just cosmetic, I wouldn't care. I wouldn't care at all. Whatever. Blackout characters, I don't personally care. I would say whatever. Because the character doesn't do anything, it just looks cool. Although I do like the system where you get them for free after completing really fucking hard challenges. That's cool. I don't personally care at the end of the day because it doesn't change anything. But when you put in guns that give XP boosts, or if you get anything that isn't cosmetic into it, that's when I have a big problem with it. Not just because of the microtransactions and how that game has so many of them now that you can't even count them on one hand. It's more of the whole unfair advantage that it gives to other players. If we talk about the whole money you spend on the game, we're talking about $60 for the buy-in to have the game. We're talking about $50 for the season pass in order to have special items from those things. We're talking about $2 to buy the loot crates themselves. We're talking about being able to buy tiers within the blackout shop, not blackout shop, I'm sorry, the blackjack shop or whatever it is. We're talking about being able to buy specific things in the blackjack shop. God, words are hard. English is hard. Very hard language. We're talking about so many different things that are just so terrible for this game. So much microtransactions up the ass. And we just started talking about how terrible Activision Blizzard is, and we're still talking about how terrible Activision is. It's so crazy. EA, to me, is still the worst company, but Activision Blizzard and Activision in general is really coming up strong on the big shit award that EA has at the moment. If there was a way to grind them efficiently, I wouldn't care. If there was a way to earn COD points in-game, I wouldn't care. Having the ability to do these things reliably, not fast, but not at a snail's pace like the Star Wars game that they made, I wouldn't care. But making it to where it's such a pain to grind, making it easy to bring out your money, spend the $2. Oh, maybe you'll get something, maybe you won't. It's just stupid. It's dumb. You grind for 3 hours or 2 hours or however long it is. I forget. You grind for like 2 hours to be able to get one loot box. Okay, you open it. You get 2 duplicates and a common. Well, that was 2 hours of my time wasted. Whereas if I just spent $2, I would have it in 2 seconds. Bunch of 2s. And they also have a reroll system, which, I mean, that's good. But the way they did it is really stupid. They made it to where you have to get the same item. The loot boxes can have duplicates. And if you get the same item 3 times, you can re-roll it for a random item that's permanent. That's cool. Awesome. Except you need 3 of the items. You can't just get 1 duplicate and say, oh, okay, now you can re-roll them. You just have to get 3. It's stupid. It should be 2, and it should be re-rolled into any weapon or whatever. And then you can get a duplicate from the re-roll, which then you can save to try and get another reroll or whatever. That would be cool. That would be easy. That would make it to where this was an okay system. But everything adds up to being stupid. And what I'm kind of hoping is that Apex Legends, which is doing everything right so far. I mean, yeah, they have loot box system, but it's free. You get one every time you level up. It doesn't take forever to level up. You can grind a couple early levels and get a good amount of them. Apex Legends is doing so much better in every aspect of this that if they were to come out with a TDM or a domination or anything like that, Call of Duty would be in a really bad place. It would be so painful for them. So hard for them to be able to come out of this really big shithole that they've put themselves in that I don't know if they could. They would have to do something big to be able to compete with that, but I guess they just, don't care. Companies nowadays really need to kind of focus on their the people that give them money, basically. The people that are giving them the monies that they're trying to make. They don't focus on that. They don't care. And it's a big shame. Really. I used to love Call of Duty, and I used to love like the franchise as a whole, games that were like it, but nowadays I don't even play them. I have it. I have the season pass for Black Ops. I haven't loaded that game up in like 2 months. It just sucks. It sucks because I used to play that. I used to play nothing but Modern Warfare 2. I used to play nothing but Advanced Warfare. And it really sucks. So that's fun. If we're still talking about shitty companies, let's talk about The Sims teasing out some stuff. So I love The Sims. I really do. I really like The Sims. I have a lot of hours in The Sims 4. I also have a lot of money invested into that game, which I'm going to get to that in a second. But we're going to talk about how The Sims is teasing some good stuff coming out from Twitter. So The Sims like to make stuff, right? They like to make expansion packs and all that stuff. They also like to make live streams that kind of showcase all of the new stuff they're putting in, like terrain tools that are coming out soon, whatever expansion they're trying to do, whatever new careers they're trying to do, and everything like that. But they usually have like some kind of tweet that corresponds with it, like saying, hey, we're doing a live stream, come watch new stuff. But recently they've been posting some weird stuff on Twitter specifically. So one of the accounts for The Sims, I'm assuming it's one of the developers, tweets out something on Twitter, and it says, "The mother knows all, do not resist her." And it's in some weird font to make it look a little ominous. That's weird. Wouldn't say that normally, out of nowhere. Doesn't say anything about live stream, doesn't say anything about a new expansion. Another developer from a different account says, "Join us in the crater." So, instantly from reading this, obviously about aliens. The mother knows all, do not resist her. Mothership, aliens, crater from aliens landing on Earth, crashing into Earth, making crater, or meteors from outer space. All that stuff points to aliens. Now, another developer was posting on Twitter as well, saying how people around the office are acting strange, and that he's noticing some weird activity within the office, and joking about how he moved his desk away from that section of the office that's acting all weird, and he's saying that it's spreading around the cubicles in the office, spreading around like a virus, spreading around like some kind of weird thingy that's going on. And another developer decides to comment on that post that he was talking about, saying, "Look to the sky, it welcomes us all." Which, to me, refers to abduction, refers back to the whole aliens thing that we're talking about. And this is really cool. I like this. Now, I like The Sims a lot. I like the aliens in The Sims. I like all of that. So, if we're looking at a new expansion coming out about aliens, that's going to be fun. I'm going to like that. Even though we already have aliens, we can already play as aliens, we can already find aliens and be abducted. I would love to have another whole section of the area be kind of inspired by aliens, because I remember in Sims 2, there was a heavily alien population within the neighborhood of Strangetown in The Sims 2 that was based off of Area 51. Well, not based off, but it was inspired by it. So if we're implementing something like that into The Sims 4, that's going to be awesome. I love the vampires. I love the aliens. I love all the weird people you can be. I like being a normal Sim too, but I like mainly focusing on the weird stuff. That's going to be cool if we get a whole expansion based around that. And it's still probably not going to be worth $40. Now, I want to talk about EA's Sims 4 and their choice for how expensive their expansions are. Their expansions are really fucking expensive. And I've bought all of them, except for the stuff packs. I don't buy the stuff packs unless they have like a new skill or whatever in them. So I have like 4 because they come with a skill. But their expansions are so goddamn expensive. The game itself is $60. Sims 4 has given me over hundreds and hundreds of hours of fun. I'm okay with that. $60. I will give you $60 for all that time I've spent there. That's cool. They've like 3 different tiers of prices for their expansion packs, all varying based on what's in the expansion pack. So $60 for the game. The next tier below that is their game expansions, like Seasons, which is fantastic. Get Famous, which was really, really good. Get to Work, which is really good. That stuff's $40. Now, the only one I will say that is worth $40 is the Get to Work and Seasons. I like both of those a lot. I just really like Weather added into the game. That was really cool to me. But those 2 are worth $60. City Living was probably my least favorite expansion because I think it was just stupid in general, like what they tried to add. That is not worth $40 fucking dollars. You're saying that this expansion, the City Living expansion, is what is that, like a 2/3 worth of a game? Really? Because I'm paying $60, so $60 is worth the full game. $40 for that expansion is not worth 40 fucking dollars. That is absurd. That is crazy. I would pay 30. Yeah, okay, 30, whatever. I mean, it's still a little high in my opinion. I would much prefer paying 25 for specifically City Living, but I'll pay 30. 40 fucking dollars for that? That's way too much. And I still bought it because it was half off, and I thought, well, hey, I want it. Below that tier, they have the game packs. I think that's what they're called. I think they're called game packs. Those are $20. Honestly, they're not worth $20. They're probably worth $15. But I'm okay with giving them $20. Again, Sims 4, a lot of time spent on that game. I'm okay with that. I'll do it. I don't mind. But holy crap, $20 for that shit still. Like, oh my god. That's so much money. If you were to buy all 8 of, I think it's 8, all 8 of the game expansions, that's $160 extra just put for the game. Along with that, if you have every single expansion, which I think there's 6 expansions, 6, I'm going to go with 6. 6 expansions, $40 pop, $240. $240! Are you serious? added on to the 180, that is like $420. Hey, $420 or something like that. My math is probably wrong. $420. Like, dude, that is so stupid how expensive that shit is. Sorry, I'm writing down a note in my keyboard. You're gonna hear my keys going around, but that's okay. $420, along with the $60 for the game, $480. And then the worst of it all, the fucking Sims stuff packs for $10. Are you kidding me? $10 so that I can have a couple beds, maybe some shirts, and now I can have a hamster. Really? That much? You're gonna give me that much? At least the game packs? Oh, sorry. At least the expansion packs come with like a good number of stuff. Like almost $40 worth of stuff. That's okay. I'll pay for it. I'll be upset. I'll be bad. I'll be mad. My bank account won't like me. But still, it's like $40. Okay, whatever. I'll throw it in there. $20 for the game packs. Okay, those are more worth it to me. $10 for some fucking cosmetics. No. That's where I draw the line. I'm not paying $10 for that shit. I will not buy stuff packs. I will buy them when they have a new skill, and that is it. Because I'm actually getting some kind of game-changing thing. I'm getting some kind of in-game thing that changes shit. I mean, yeah, okay, I could have, like, a romantic garden. I think that was one of them. Ooh, nice. I can just build a romantic garden. Without the same stuff, but I can still have a romantic garden. Whatever. Okay. The toddler pack is the worst one. Like, really? Your Sims a toddler for, like, what? Like, a week of in-game time? So, like, an hour if you don't do ×3 speed? Something like that? Why the hell do I care about that? All of it looks ugly anyways. None of it's ever worth the price. Like, I don't even use any of the cosmetics. The only one I use, which is fantastic, is the medieval stuff because, ooh, I love medieval stuff. But still, it's not worth the money. It's not worth all the pricing. It's over $500 if you want every fucking expansion for that game. That is not $500 worth of money. $500 worth of game stuff. It is $500 worth of money. My bank said so. It's not $500 worth of stuff. That is bullshit. Way too fucking expensive. No, it's stupid. It's dumb. It's dumb and dumb. More dumb. All of it's dumb. Let's move on. I don't want to talk about that anymore. I'm getting mad. Oh, wait. Hold on. I'm going to get mad more. League of Legends. New update came out. Oh, that's great. Awesome. Guess what's happening? Increase in riot points. Okay, whatever. It's not that bad, honestly. The league thing that's happening isn't that bad. So, there's been talk about taxing online shit recently because money grubbing bullshit. There's been a lot of talk about money and online purchases not being taxed properly, which, okay, sure, whatever, government needs money, that's fine. So League of Legends actually has to kind of do a whole global riot points change to the system where it's going to cost more money for riot points. Now, currently it's like $1 for 100 riot points, and you get some bonus extra riot points when you buy like big bulks and shit, but you're still taxed. I think you're still taxed. I'm pretty sure you're still taxed to some degree. But in the United States specifically, different states have different taxes. Like in California, it's like 8% or something like that for the dollar. So it's like an extra 8 cents per dollar taxed on to whatever it is. Texas has it a little bit higher. I think it's like 10% or something like that. But basically, all the prices for everywhere within League of Legends is going to go up, which sucks. It really sucks. I think it's terrible that it's happening, but it's not something you can really control. I do think it's kind of weird how they're kind of handling it, because Riot did post a statement stating that starting on March 5th, my birthday, fun, RP prices will be increasing in many regions. They go on to explain that they focus on the changing of currency inflation, adjustments for taxation, and the regional fairness of the money that they require for their riot points. And they also go on to say that there's going to be a bonus RP amount for people buying RP before March 5th. So if you buy like $10 worth of RP, you're going to get an extra bonus RP added onto that. Which, I mean, yeah, that's okay. But I think it's a little weird that they're choosing to do that up until that point rather than trying to, I guess, compensate us for the amount of riot points that we can purchase now being not as a good enough value, not good enough, but like not as much of a value towards what it was before. So it's a little weird. But they're also kind of changing up another thing in League. They're changing up how their refund system is working. So League of Legends has a refund system where when you first make your account, you have what are called refund tokens. You get 3 of them. And it allows you to refund any skin that you've purchased with RP or anything. I think it's anything with RP you've purchased. I don't think it has to be just skins, or maybe it just has to be skins, whatever. Not the point. But it allows you to refund skins that you bought and you didn't like, so you want to refund them and get all of your RP back. You only get 3 of them permanently, and that's it. That's all you get is 3. Once you use them, can't use them again. So they're adding in the ability to now earn refund tokens per year. So if you play League of Legends and you have used up at least one of your refund tokens on the anniversary of your account, you'll be issued another refund token, stacking up to 3 total, including the ones you had prior to the refund token being added onto your account for your account's anniversary. Now, I think this is cool. I like this. I have a lot of skins. I have like, oh god, like, I don't even want to say. I have like 500 skins. Like 500, 300 or 500 skins or some stupid amount of money put into the game, mind you, for free for cosmetic stuff because, oh man, is when I didn't have a girlfriend. And I just had money. I was like, oh, okay, I'll fucking buy it. But they're adding more refund tokens. That's cool. I like that. I like being able to, refund my money back worth of skins, maybe buy something else that I would have preferred to have instead. So it's cool. I like it. That's basically it for League of Legends and stuff. Yeah. So there was a Fortnite festival that happened recently. And it was absolutely awful. It was terrible. It was in the England land place. I was going to say UK. It's in England. I think that's the same thing. It was in England. And there was a company. Oh, what was their name? Their name was Exciting Events. Yeah, Exciting Events. I'm going to go with that. Exciting Events. So they had a Fortnite festival in England land. It was terrible. It was like $15 for a ticket, 15 US dollars, 12 Canadian, not Canadian, Canadian, 12 England money to get into the festival. It was like 3,000 people came, roughly like, oh god, $30,000 worth of monies put into that. They came for the Fortnite Live Festival. They had some crappy entertainment or whatever. They had the ability to play Fortnite on computers. Like they had a big computer HUD that you had to pay in order to play Fortnite, a free to play game at their festival, which was shit, upsetting, dumb. Don't do that. That's terrible. Yeah, wow, and all of that without having permission by Epic Games. Do you think a big corporation is going to like you using their stuff without their consent, without their permission? Of course not. Same thing with the whole Soldier Boy and Nintendo stuff that was going on. How he was trying to sell Nintendo games on his crappy bootleg console that he was trying to do. Yeah, same thing applies here. Epic Games did not like that. They didn't like that someone else was making money on their free-to-play game. Free-to-play. You're making people pay for a free-to-play game, which they could just play at their house. Okay, anyways. They didn't like that, so they sued him, obviously. Now, the, God, I forgot their name again. Their name was, Exciting Events. Exciting Events on the website, which is now taken down for this event that was going on, did say that they did not have the permission from Epic Games to do this. But they still went with it. They still went with trying to make a festival to basically steal money from people, while also planning to more future events. And it kind of blows my mind that people actually fell for this. I don't know if the second and third event that they were going to do was planned after the first one, after people had already gone there. But people were buying tickets to it again. They were still buying tickets. And sorry, I needed water. They were still buying. People were still buying tickets. They're still making money off of this, off of a free game that they didn't have permission to use. And because Epic Games was suing them, they also were taking the revenue that they were getting from these events, and that kind of does suck because the people that did buy tickets for this aren't getting a refund, I believe. Hopefully they do. I hope they do. But as of me knowing, they aren't. So if they don't get a refund, that's pretty shitty, and Epic Games just gets to kind of pocket that. It's not much money to them, but it's still a lot of money in general. It's still like more than $30,000 because of the other two events. Let's just say each one sells about the same amount of tickets. That's like $90,000 worth of money. Just people buying tickets to go to a shitty event, and it sucks that a company gets to pocket that, and people don't get their money back. But such is the way of suing. Such is the way of stuff going on with this, and that's terrible. Now, in lighter news, Attack on Titan Season 3 Part 2 has been just premiered for April 28th. That's going to be good. That's going to be a good one. Attack on Titan is one of my favorite animes, and I'm looking forward to first finishing the first half of the third season, which I haven't finished yet because life, I don't know. But it's coming out soon, so I have to finish it now. This is good because this will push me to do that and push me to finally sit down and do it. But super excited for that. Really looking forward to that. We're going to talk about more My Hero Academia. So last week I talked a lot about My Hero Academia. This week I'm going to talk a lot about My Hero Academia. 1, I love the show. 2, it's my favorite anime. 3, a lot of stuff happened. Can't help it. Whatever. So My Hero Academia. It took 5 of the Crunchyroll Anime Awards home. That's real good. That's pretty good. They didn't win best anime of the year or whatever, which that went to I believe it was the time I got reincarnated into a slime or what the fuck you say that one. And that anime also got like best protagonist, which fine. I figured that one would get it. I haven't seen that, but I've seen so many different memes and so many people going crazy about that little slime person. I figured it was going to get first for that one, but like Deku got best boy. We had All for One get best villain, which was cool. We had some other stuff. What did they take home again? They took home. All Might got best fight scene. He also got best voice actor for English people. And there was one other one. Oh yeah, it was the first My Hero Academia 2 Heroes pulled ahead for favorites for the best film based on the anime or whatever it was. That's cool. I like that. I really like My Hero Academia a lot. So seeing that it still got 5 awards after last year where it got like 7, that's awesome. It still got best boy, still got best villain, but it's not Stain this time, which is fine. Stain's not in the woo, that was loud. Stain's not in like the newest season, so that's fine. Awesome. Cool. Sweet. Now, Now I'm going to talk about this first. We're going to talk about something happy before we get into the creepy for My Hero Academia. My Hero Academia, over here in California, Northern California, has inspired one of the local Starbucks to create 2 different drinks for My Hero Academia. I don't know why I want to talk about this. I just really do. I like Starbucks. I like coffee. Well, I like Starbucks a little bit. I like coffee. So having a Starbucks be inspired by Deku and Todoroki, Mr. Half and Half, to create some drinks themed around them was really cool. We have Deku with some kind of green drink, and then Todoroki had his strawberry shortcake kind of drink for him because of the whole half and half thing. Really cool. I like it. Not much to say there, just enjoying the My Hero Academia of the world. I like it. God, I love My Hero Academia. Now, the final thing I wanted to talk about for My Hero Academia is about the drama CD that dropped with with something. What was it? Oh yeah, it was just when they released the third season. Okay, cool. So, Drama CD came out with the third season of My Hero Academia, and a lot of people are kind of torn from it. Water. They're kind of a little bit upset with it, mainly because it kind of not lightheartedly. Oh no, I'll say lightheartedly talk about sexual harassment stuff. So if you haven't seen it, I just watched it like 3 times because I was really confused about one part. It talks about Bakugo and Todoroki after the hero licensing exam thing that went on. They go on to basically encounter some stranger who claims to be a villain, and basically they kind of get sexually harassed from this villain a little bit. People were saying how the villain like cut Bakugo's shirt with a box cutter, and same with Todoroki's, had them doing like lewd positions for him to take pictures and stuff in. And after watching it 3 times, I never saw the box cutting scene. I don't know, maybe I missed it each time, but from what I understood, basically what happened was the guy comes up, confronts them, says like, oh hey, I have a thing to do. Someone wants me to basically paint blood stuff, kill you, hurt you stuff, so I'm going to do that. And then he uses his quirk on them to make them not be able to move. So when he does that, he just kind of positions their arms and stuff to where they're basically about to kiss, and Todoroki is basically like embracing Bakugo from the back and stuff. Like, it's a lot of creepy stuff. I'm not gonna lie. At first, when I was watching it, I wasn't really creeped out. I was like, okay, well, yeah, he's just making them look like they're dancing or whatever. Oh yeah, they made him look like they're dancing together. I guess, whatever. Anyways, at first he was making them look like they were dancing, and I wasn't creeped out. I didn't get the whole harassment vibe. I didn't get anything from that. But after he kind of made their faces almost kiss, and then how he made the Todoroki embrace Bakugo from behind, I started feeling a little bit uncomfortable. Not because it's because of it in general being with Bakugo and Todoroki and how they're both guys or whatever. I don't care about that. Go you if you want to be gay. Not want to be gay, but like, go you if you are gay. I don't care. Do whatever you want. Enjoy life. But it was very uncomfortable when it was forced. And I don't know if they didn't expect that to happen when they were making it. I know that different cultures have different views about different things. And to lightheartedly say stuff about sexual harassment, I have never seen anything like that for Japanese stuff in general. Like, when I was anyways, I haven't really seen anything where they kind of just like joke about that. So it was really odd to see that with these, I believe they're 15. Oh god, how old are they? Basically minors. Bakugo age. Looking up ages real quick because I want to. Very confused. Okay, so he's like 16 in the current season. Yeah, so having him basically sexually harass 2 minors, for us in the United States, minors, it's uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable for most of the time. I don't know. It was very weird. It made me feel very weird. So it made me have to watch it again and again. And I'm just surprised. It's weird. I'm super surprised that it was something that they thought was okay. And it kind of hurts because it is my favorite anime. It's my favorite show currently. So I feel like I have a strong connection with what are my favorite things, like League of Legends. I have a very strong opinion about League of Legends, very strong opinion about animes, very strong opinion about a lot of things. And it hurts seeing all of these bad things happening with something I really love, and then finally seeing and having like a different opinion about it, like the whole Deku being racist thing that happened that I talked about in a previous podcast, and then having it to be something that's controversial that I actually agree with. It kind of hurts a little bit. It makes me feel uncomfortable. So, I mean, the guy was taking pictures of them and threatening to post them on the internet. And with that being such a big problem with the internet nowadays, it's so, I keep saying it's so uncomfortable and weird and stuff. It's just, I don't know what else to say about that. It's a problem that we face with the internet now because of how popular the internet is, because of how popular people can become on the internet, and how painful and hurtful people can do things on the internet. But with this villain purposefully trying to make them look bad so that nobody would take them serious as a hero, it just hurt. But the conclusion to it was great. I loved the part where Baku gets beat the shit out of him. That was awesome. But it's just, man, that sucks. I don't know. I wish I had another thing to say about it, but it's just painful to me. I don't know. It was creepy, painful, hard to watch. I wanted to turn it off a couple times. But yeah, that's that. That was fun. I like talking about that. Anyways, to wrap things up, we're going to talk about some tech. One tech in particular, which is about gaming as well. I saw some stuff on this. I've been seeing ads about this. I love this. And it's the adaptive video game controller for the Xbox. Now, Xbox, Microsoft, they've made some attempts to try and make a controller that allows people with disabilities to be able to play games. And that's fantastic to me. I actually sat down and watched the commercial for this controller when I first saw it, because when I saw the commercial, because on my phone I don't have ad block, so I have to watch commercials every now and then. When I saw this commercial, I was originally going to skip it, and after it started talking about a little bit of the kids and how they all have disabilities and stuff, I wanted to keep watching. And when I kept watching, I slowly began to smile and feel this like happy feeling that there is still some nice and good companies trying to bring people together or do right things for their consumers and everything. And I'm glad, even though Microsoft isn't making games recently, because why the fuck would they? They're Microsoft, they don't make games. They're doing something to allow people that normally can't access games with their friends or whatever to be able to have that ability. And in the advertisement I saw, a lot of the kids were saying how they can't do things outside, they can't go out with their friends because of whatever disability they have. One girl had a missing hand, one guy had some kind of mental disability, another one was in a wheelchair. They didn't have the coordination to be able to go outside or do things properly, but allowing them to have the ability to play games and be able to be themselves online with their friends, because they can still play with their friends. They would have to use a controller, and it was a pain in the ass, but they still have that ability. And now that they have something that's allowing it to be better and be able to experience playing games better and easier for them, that's awesome. That's really cool. I mean, there was a video going around on Instagram about some guy who got I think he was playing Fortnite, or no, he was playing Apex. He got a champion. He beat everybody in Apex round, and he got first place. And he's a guy who's missing an arm. He's missing his left arm, or his right arm, or whatever. He's missing an arm. So he was playing on the PS4 with the controller, one arm on one side of the controller, and using his foot on the other side of his body to be able to hold the controller and being able to actually play. and he was able to win with it. Then that's so cool that somebody was able to overcome that obstacle and still be able to be good at what they love. But having the ability for people that are younger, that don't have the ability to overcome their disability yet or grow stronger because of their disability, having the ability to be a kid, be able to play with their friends is awesome. And I love that. I absolutely love that. The adaptive video game controller is such a cool invention, such a cool thing to do. I love it. And I'm really glad that they made this. So that's that. That's cool. And yeah, that's going to wrap up the Geekgasm podcast. Was fun. I like shit talking corporations because they're stupid recently. All of this is fun. Yeah, so next week, next Thursday, gonna do the same thing. Probably shit talk some more people, more corporations, because I don't give a fuck. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be awesome. Yeah. So, goodbye.